I am giving my stairs a huge makeover, and I actually fear I might have gone 270s with this one. Welcome back to the series where I challenge myself to use thrifted materials and a love of all things retro to DIY our family home from this farmhouse to that 70s house. And thanks to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Welcome back to a space in my house that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, but if you're not, to catch you up, you're basically standing at the top of the staircase that takes you from my main floor up to my second floor, which is my giant living space. The projects that I tackled here before previously were installing this entire railing behind me, which involved teaching myself how to weld and do a lot of fun angles with wood to make this beautiful railing. I also had the most gorgeous circle window installed beside me here, as well as putting in a huge gallery wall behind me. Basically, we like to do things big here in the house. Even though we did so much, there was still one big area I never got to, and that is down here. The stairs, the actual stairs themselves. I know, they're really not great, and a lot of you wanted me to get to them. Okay, let's talk about the issues with these stairs and what we hope to fix today. So, for those of you not familiar with the layout of my house, my bedroom is actually on the main ground floor, and my kitchen and living space are all up on the second floor. Been running around. So that means that I take this set of stairs pretty much every single day of my life, and I think that it is time that it gets the makeover it deserves, considering how much of an important member of this household she really is. We, of course, are not the first owners of this house, so we actually have no idea how old this carpet is, but I can tell you it's old and it's worn out. And as many times as I have tried to actually clean it, I think it's just past its date of being able to get back to a level of clean that I want to live with. So along with the carpet not being great, the walls themselves are really not great. It's pretty beat up, it's not repairable because it is paneling, and I think it's time we just do something fresh. This gray color is not aspirational in any way for me. There's a lot of issues with funky trim going on, a lot of different combinations and patterns, and I'd like to just make it a little more simple. And one thing that I cannot explain, and I'm hoping it's not signs of a bigger problem, are these last two stairs at the top of the staircase. The height difference between this stair and this stair is noticeable. This is about an 8-inch step, and this is about a 10-inch step.
So I am confusion.
So I'm hoping that in the process of this, we can level these out, make them a little more even with the rest of the stairs. Okay. Was that it? I really need to get a better sense of what I'm working with here because this house has been fun. We never know what we find behind walls and what we might find underneath carpets, so I'd like to do the demo process first so I know what I'm up against. So that being said, who's ready to rip up some carpet? Let's go. I just realized there was a crock behind me. I'm a recent crock convert and I don't think I can go back. They're so comfy. Okay. I really don't think there's any order to do this in because it's not staying. When you can just pull it off with no tools, I mean, it really tells you something.
Is it gross?
It's not as gross as I thought.
You want me to come in there and just tear it off in 2 seconds?
No, I want to do it. Okay, so carpet is off, and that actually went relatively easy, so I'm very happy about that. But that doesn't mean we didn't find problems, because of course it doesn't mean that. Nothing is easy. We always find fun stuff in this home. So after removing the carpet, it was then time to remove the walls, which once we removed the walls that were touching the exterior of the house, we realized that all the insulation behind there, it was all crumbling, falling apart, and there was definitely signs that animals had been back there, which is not ideal. What this means now is instead of me just recovering up the walls, with the new material, which was my original plan. I now need to re-insulate all those walls too, which in the long run is better because it means we get a better insulated home and our heat will go farther. And it also means I can do a better job of protecting any spots where wildlife are choosing to enter my home. But it also means that the timeline for this project is now a little longer because there's more steps involved. But c'est la vie. There is always something, and that's just how she goes. Okay, but some positive news. Remember how earlier I mentioned that the stair height was off on some of these top stairs? Well, we did some math and we realized that all it would take was adding a large sheet of 3/4 inch plywood to the landing to raise that whole platform up a bit. That makes the step onto the top one less extreme and makes the step before it a little higher because it was a bit short before. So that leveled everything out, which is great. And on the double plus side, screwing in a new board on top fixed all those squeaks that we found underneath the stairs. So it's a win-win-win.
Can you hear that? I can fix it.
So before we head back into the fun aesthetics of this whole project, we do need to insulate this wall. So we're gonna do that today. Okay, so this right here is the kit that we're gonna be using to re-insulate the walls. So here's how it works. It's 2 little tanks and a hose that comes from both of them. And what this is essentially is a giant version of the spray foam cans that you might see people filling cracks in their home with, insulating around windows, the stuff that you spray and it expands. We've definitely used this for DIY projects in the past. This is a large format, yet still DIY friendly version that you can get. So the reason why I'm going with this instead of the traditional pink fluffy insulation that you're used to seeing inside of walls is because, well, A, I hope this is really gonna be fast to apply and get the job done, but B, because this expands and it's a spray, I'm hoping I can get every single crack and nook and cranny inside the wall covered, which will ideally stop any of the critters from coming back in the house. Here she is, fully foamed in walls. The foam has fully cured. It's now like super rock solid. I'm feeling much better. All right, so the space has been prepped. We got the whole insulation situation figured out, and we're back to a blank slate essentially. So now it's a good time to talk about the design plan and what I want it to look like when it's done. But before we get into that, just need a moment of appreciation for how good my lunch looks. Like, are you kidding me? You might think that I've been working away in the kitchen all morning to prepare something so gorgeous, but hello, we have an entire staircase renovation project to finish. I don't have time this week to be making meals that look this good and smell this good. Which brings me to today's sponsor, Factor. If you're not familiar already, Factor is a meal delivery service that delivers chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals right to your front door. The meals come pre-made, which means all you have to do is just put them in the microwave for a few minutes and they're ready to eat. This cuts down on so much stress, especially in busy weeks, when you don't want to be thinking about what am I going to eat every night. This just makes it so much easier. And there's over 35 different meals you could pick from every week, and these include options like keto, calorie smart, there's even vegan and veggie, which is the box that I went for. This one is the Baja tofu with black beans and rice, and it even comes with a little crema cilantro sauce for on top. And trust me, they're so delicious. The other night I made the 3-bean vegan chili and it was so good. And pro tip, if you're a veggie and not vegan like me, you can sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. So good. And something that's important to me, which means it might be important to you, is the fact that Factor offsets 100% of their delivery emissions, and they even source 100% renewable electricity for all their production offices and sites. Going with Factor when you know you're gonna have a busy week like I have been this week makes so much sense because it eliminates all that time of going to the grocery store and actually preparing the food. Not to mention the food waste that sometimes happens when I buy food to make and run out of time to actually cook it all. So Thank you so much, Factor. So if you're interested and would like to check this out, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use our code 50 TheSorryGirls. That will get you 50% off your first box with Factor plus free shipping. So again, that code is 50 TheSorryGirls and you can use it at factor75.com. That will get you 50% off your first box and free shipping. Does good tasting food ever make anyone do like a little happy dance? I don't know what it is. I'm just like, I'm prompted to do this. I can't explain it. I don't know. I love a good food happy dance. Okay, let's get back into discussing my plan. After I eat this because it's so good. Okay, so the staircase slash hallway, all things considering, is a pretty small space. And I always say that if you want to try something a little out of your comfort zone, something maybe a little bold, is do it in a small space. Big choices feel sometimes less overwhelming if there's literally less of them. Like if you want to do a really exciting bright color, try it in like a bathroom because it's not as committal as painting an entire living space in like a really bright or really dark color. So the walls are obviously off. I'm gonna have to replace the walls. And like, yes, the standard answer would be just to re-drywall, but selfishly, I just hate doing drywall. And it's just not something that fuels my soul. What instead is also a probably tedious and maybe more expensive option that does fuel my soul is wood paneling. Something sort of like this on literally all the walls in this staircase. Is it gonna be a lot? Perhaps. Is that exactly what I want? Yes. But let's not stop there, shall we? I recently discovered this house, which I'll put some pictures here. It was designed by Carl Fender in 1973. It is a mid-century gem. And all of the choices that have been made in this house make me so genuinely happy. Most specifically, the carpet. Can we talk about this carpet? Now, the fact that this carpet literally is the carpet for the entire house means that the designer was much braver than I am, but I do think that this is the carpet that I want to be on my stairs. Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay. So now it's time to actually source this carpet. In the past, I have had trouble finding the vintage finishes that I want for my house because people just don't sell them anymore. They aren't traditionally cool or modern. Like in my bathroom when I was trying to find the perfect brown square floor tile, I had to pivot entirely because I just couldn't find it anywhere. Let's pray that today I do not have to pivot here because this green color is like 85% of the design plan. I got really excited for a second when I saw this and then I realized it's AstroTurf, like fake grass. I don't think that's exactly what I'm going for. Please don't let me get that desperate that I have to use AstroTurf. Please do not let me get that desperate. Keep me in check, guys. So after an entire day of searching every store that sold carpet and flooring, I was beginning to feel like this was an impossible mission, literally mission impossible, until I came across this store and they had it. Not only did they have a green option, they had multiple green options. This was the exact happy ending I needed for this day, but now I have some actual choices to make. So since I'm going to be at the office tomorrow, I think I'm gonna grab some opinions from the team while I'm there. What do you think out of all of these is the color that I would go for? Whoa. That's not what I was thinking though. No. Oh.
This. That's what I thought. No, I didn't say that. I think she's gonna do something crazy. Like this.
Crazy option.
Like this? This is crazy?
Yeah.
It's not a
for
bad
you.
70s color.
No.
Maybe something like this. No, she can't do this.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't like it.
What color do you think I would do?
Maybe like one of these potentially, or even the brown. Why don't you just tell us the color you're gonna use?
Okay, now I'm more confused. I brought home the sample board and I felt really confident about the one color in the store, but now seeing it here in the exact lighting of this base with a piece of teak wood that's like the color of the warm wood I have in my house, I thought it was gonna be this one for sure. But now, I don't know, this one's perhaps looking better. Which one? Quick, vote in the comments. What would you do? Okay, we have arrived at the hardware store. Today's mission is to get all of the wood for the walls. This is the part of the makeover process that I get the most excited by. I have a rough idea of what I want to use, but I'm not 100% sure. We did tongue and groove in the bathroom, but we had to use cedar because it was a bathroom. Cedar's pretty expensive. I don't think I need to use that, so I'm hoping there's a more affordable option for me today. Let's do it. I just found this, which is like a whole set of 6 tongue and groove pieces, because this is meant if you want to do like wainscoting in your house, which I'm kind of just doing wainscoting, but make it the whole wall and call it mid-century instead. But this is $40 and it'll get me 20 inches wide of 8-foot material, which I think is a slightly better deal than buying the individual pieces. I've never used this before, but Okay, got my children all loaded in the vehicle. Time to go home. Everyone strap in. Okay, I'm back with the supplies. Now, before we get to installing the wood on the wall, there is still one more step that I need to do. While I was there, I also picked up a couple packs of this wood. It's 1x4x8 and it's pretty low quality wood and it's called strapping. And what I need to do is attach these to my wall studs going horizontally, spaced 1 foot apart. And I need this so that I have something to attach my wood paneling to. Okay, she's looking good. The walls are all strapped and ready for the paneling. You can tell Danny's been here because he's left his ball. This was a lot of tedious work, but I think it's setting us up for success. Okay, so I've pre-cut a bunch of these paneling pieces to the height of this little landing here. And the question of where to start is a good one and something you have to think about, because you can't just start in the middle. The pieces all click together, so you have to start at one end and work your way across. I don't know that and odds are low that I'm gonna have the exact width of pieces to go all the way across and then not have to cut one. So I'd rather this corner be 2 full nice pieces and then like the ends on either end have to be cut kind of funny, because I think this corner you're gonna see a lot. It's like, it's really well lit. It's when you walk up the stairs, it's when you walk down the stairs. So I wanna start here and work my way out. For the very first piece, since it doesn't have another piece to go into yet, I'm gonna use some wood glue on the one side and then my nails along the other side. Then all the other pieces just snap into place, kind of like Lego because of the tongue and groove system. This system is super easy to use. You put your brad nails on the tongue part of the board, and then the following piece's groove side covers that entirely, so you're not left with any visible nails or any holes to patch at all. Not me pushing my whole pile of wood down the stairs. It's fine. It's fine. Installing the paneling on the landing was pretty straightforward since it's all the same height, but this next part here is where it gets a little bit tricky because the bottom of the wall is now going to follow the angle of the stairs. I've got this handy angle marking tool that helps me figure out the exact angle of any space. One half of this tool sits on the angled area of whatever you're working on, and the other part you just need to make sure is sitting level straight up and down. You can then lock it in, take this angle, and then trace it onto your piece of wood so you know the exact angle you need to cut. I then set my saw to match this angle, and then I just made a ton of angled cuts into a lot of my boards to get me started. Now all I need to do is line up my board, mark the height, cut off that excess, and then nail the board into place. And then of course repeat until I am all the way down the stairs. Okay, we have the whole one side of the staircase done. The paneling is looking incredible. But now we're ready to move on to the second wall, which this wall, I'm deciding to make things more complicated for myself. If you know me, then you know I love a good lamp, or I would go so far as to say I love good lighting. If you want to make a space look more elevated, more designerly, just add some cool lighting. Add a good little lamp, add some fun recessed lighting, do something funky fresh with the lighting, and it's going to look cool. So obviously I've been racking my brain to think,
how do we put cool lighting in a staircase?
It's not really a good place to put a lamp, but I've come up with a plan that I don't think I've really seen done before, but I think it's cool. I think I'm starting something perhaps. I found this product online and I will link it for you below. These are deck lights, like so. They're tiny little pot lights essentially, and I think the typical use is outdoors at night. If you want to light up your stairway, you can put them like in wooden steps or even concrete just to light up a stairway. But I thought, let's bring it inside, baby. So this came in a set of 16 of them, but they're individual and they just clip together, so you can use as little or as many of them as you want. And at the end of all of them, when you attach them together, is a plug. So literally don't need any fancy hardwired electrical things to happen here. They literally just go into an outlet. So the idea here is to put them on this wall that we're now dealing with today, kind of in the corner of each step, so that in the evening, if we're ever going upstairs from our bedroom, there can be a little bit of an ambiance, a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a light the way up the stairs. Not that I really need this to survive, but how cool is this gonna look? How cool. And the reason I even thought that we could take this on is because the way that our stairs are set up is going to, I think, make this super easy. And I'll show you why right now. Okay, quick little tour of my house. So, okay, hallway's out there, staircase is right there. Now in here, this is the second bathroom in our house. Now in this bathroom is a little closet, which do not mind it. Oh boy, it's a little rough. But welcome to the underside of the stairs. This is literally the set of stairs that we have been working on. Now in this little closet is, what's that? An outlet, yay. There is an outlet right underneath this set of stairs we're working on. So the thought is that the lights go on this wall and then the cord just kind of runs underneath the stairs and gets plugged in right there. You show my beautiful template that I made out of a bubbly piece of cardboard.
We're sponsored by Bubbly.
Reuse, reduce, bubbly water. Okay, this is the drill bit that we're using, and it is pretty much the same size as the lights, slightly smaller. And so we're gonna use that to put a hole in our wood paneling for the light to pop in. And we're doing this one at a time as we go so that we have access behind to pull the wiring through, because if we were to try and add it after, it would be hard to get to it. Okay, if we did this correctly, I have the remote, and these should turn on. Hi, ready?
Woo! Hey, they all work.
That looks so incredible.
Danny, what do you think of the lights? Come here.
Is that, I don't think that's 100% either. Oh, look at that! Isn't that like the coolest thing you've ever seen? I'd like to thank myself, my husband, and Bubbly Water for making this happen. This is so cool. Look, bud! Look at this! You can see! What do you think, buddy? Okay, bye. Okay, so like this would be me normally trying to navigate the house at night. I can't see anything, it's so bad. But now,
whoa,
it's so good. Okay, is it weird to say that the stairs are my favorite part of the house? And it's not even green yet. Thank you for your help, it looks so good. Love you.
take a shower now.
Okay guys, do you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is carpet install day, and the stairs currently look like this, which is actually really good, and I'm really happy with the way it's looking, but it is, however, not ready for the carpet install. The plan is not to leave the wood bare. I do want to stain it, and I want to stain it before the carpet comes because we cannot get any stain on this carpet. This is going to be the most beautiful carpet I have ever invested in, and I kind of want it to be the last thing I sort of do in this space so that there's no chance of it getting dirty. So in the few hours we have left in the day, we need to stain all of the walls. Okay, I have some options, well two really, and I know what option I'm doing, but I just want to talk to you about it. This is the color that I've used a lot in this space so far. It's kind of like a warm but still neutral brown. To this day, well, until very recently to this day, I'd never found a stain that really looked like teak until, hello, new color drop. New color drop. It's the color American Walnut. This color is the most teak looking stain I have ever seen, and I don't know why I've never noticed it before, but it's pretty good. Okay, I do need to go ahead and carefully pull these lights out a little bit so I don't get stain on them. Okay, here we go. American Walnut, don't fail me now. Yep. What I have is too many pencils. What I don't have is enough stir sticks. Honestly, I've been known to use literally anything but a stir stick before to stir important things. My signature go-to move. Actual stick for a stir stick. So why stop now? What will she use next? Okay, here we go. Scrap fabric cloth. Please don't be ugly. Oh, baby. I love it. I love it. And the extra best part about not doing the carpet until after is that, like, I don't really need to tape anything off. If I get stain on the stairs, it doesn't matter. They're getting covered anyways. What do you think of it?
Wow, looks amazing.
It's not too red?
No, that's exactly what I was picturing.
Nice.
Perfect. Just like you.
Thank you.
Even though you spilled on yourself.
I spilled all over it. My skin is gonna be like so stained. What you guys missed was me dumping like an entire part of the can of stain onto my pants. But I caught it on my phone, so I'll insert that here. And I loved these pants. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have a stained leg for a while too. Don't wear your good clothes while you're doing house DIYs. Or do, I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you how to live. Okay, how are we feeling about the color? Because I am loving it. Now, okay, if you're watching this thinking like, these are some pretty bold choices, of course, this is so easy for you to come to these conclusions. You've been doing this forever. You know exactly what your house wants to look like, but I could never make those decisions. I could never decide on choices like that for my house. I don't think that's true. I absolutely think that you can. I know you can do it, but if you're not sure how to even begin approaching something like this at all, then I definitely think our interior design course might just be for you. It's a fully take at your own pace, on your own timeline type thing because it's online, they're video lessons. Kelsey and I literally walk you through the entire process. And although I say it's a take at your own speed, the idea is that you 100% come out of the entire course with a finished room. We walk you through the whole step and make sure that you're making actions to get a space completed throughout the entire course. And don't worry, you don't have to come into this knowing exactly what you want or even knowing what your style is, because that's a huge part of this course, is just figuring out what you even like and what you even want in the first place. And I actually think this is the perfect time of year to start something like this because maybe you're hosting for the holidays and you need to revamp a space. Or better yet, maybe you're on the hunt for a gift idea for someone that you know is a homebody or someone you know who's hoping to redo their space. This course is super giftable. And we even have a great code going on right now that's going to get you 25% off the course going all the way until December 20th. So use code HOLIDAY25 at checkout for that discount. All that info is for you in the description below, and I'm gonna get back to these walls because we're only half done. See you tomorrow. Good morning! It's carpet day. I'm excited. Danny, look at you. Hold on, don't move. You're being so cute right now. Danny, are we excited about the new carpet? For your little feet on the stairs? Oh, it's gonna be so comfy and safe. New carpet. Okay, we'll check in with you later when the carpet people are here. Looks good.
Yes.
I love the color. Do you like it or it's too green for you? Friends, okay. The installers just finished up, they just left, and I have been rendered speechless with how amazing this looks. Like, it's incredible. It's like the vision has left the group chat. It is here in my house. And as I was doing the stain last night, which did take me like pretty much all night, I was just spiraling, being afraid that the stain was too red and that the image I had of the carpet was that it would be too like neon, too yellow green, because it was literally called citrus. And then I just thought this whole thing was going south so fast. But seeing it now, it's truly the most perfect 70s green. It is exactly what I was looking for. And it looks so good. Like, excuse me? Literally, respectfully, excuse yourself. This is stunning. And going from having like the world's thinnest, roughest carpet on here before, this is so plush and juicy and soft and oh, I just want to take a nap here. I just want to live here. It's so soft and so squishy and so everything. It's everything. Hold on, there's one person's opinion who matters more. Danny, what do you think? Come here. Oh, what do we think? What do we think? Oh, so soft. Do you like it? Come here, let's see. Do we like them? Oh my goodness, you went down those so fast. Go, 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 go. I have not seen him run up those stairs in so long. Even the old ones he was more hesitant to use. You're so speedy, boy. Oh, we love the new stairs, don't we, Danny? Yes, we do. Yes, we do, good boy. All right, although it is looking fantastic, we're not done yet. There's a lot of little details I need to do to pull this space together. I'm sure some of you have noticed the fact that there's no trim on areas where there should be. The railing is not back in place yet, which it needs to be because safety first, people. So we always like to do a little bit of final touches to pull the space together. In this scenario, the final touches will be adding the missing trim, which I have a bunch of it down here. Started because I was smart, folks. I stained the trim off of the wall because I know myself. I cannot be trusted. Also, this is his new favorite sleeping spot. He's like always here and it's so cute. Ugh, is my battery dead? Why? If it's not one thing, it's the other. Am I right or am I right? Ah! I'm so right. So with the addition of those last little details, the stair makeover is now complete. It's absolutely wild to look back and see where the stairs started versus how cool they look now. It might be a little weird to say that a staircase feels like me, but truly getting to walk up and down these stairs every day really feels like just an embodiment, an extension of myself, if you will. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on how you liked this one. Leave them in the comments below. And a final reminder that if any of you want to check out Factor, make sure you head to factor75.com, or you can just click the link, it's right in the description, and make sure you're using code 50 TheSorryGirls because that will get you 50% off plus free shipping on your first box with Factor. That's the code 50 TheSorryGirls at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. And just a heads up that an updated house tour of all the renovations I've done so far is coming very soon to this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. If anyone's curious what the rest of my house looks like or even wants to understand the layout a little better, make sure you're subscribed because this video will be for you. All right, I'll see you then. Hope you're all having a lovely holiday season. Bye.